in crisis times right now. We're just talking about the times that we're in. Are we making a big deal out of it? Are we just going overboard in I would say the propaganda of it's pitiful, it's critical. I mean, we are going through a pandemic. We are going through, we're seeing what war is up close and personal with the war in Ukraine and Russia, the invasion that Russia did on Ukraine. And we see how vicious the world can be and how one unstable individual can be in control of a nation, a superpower, and just decide to invade another sovereign nation and bombard it and ruthlessly seeking out kids, children, anything in his path. So is it the doomsday? Is it nuclear war coming? Or I don't know. Things can turn on a dime. Just like we knew this was building up with Vladimir Putin in Russia. He was building up to invade. We saw the troops that were coming in. So we kind of had this, an anticipation of what can happen. And we're seeing what's going to happen. Well, obviously we're living in what's happening. But the Ukrainian government and the military is putting up a courageous fight. So, but we see what happens. Putin's a madman, as I've been on record as saying. He's a madman. And it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for all parties involved. I guess we just have to see how it unfolds at this point. But they're going through it over there. And, we have to monitor the situation. But I'm not in favor in getting involved with it, outside of humanitarian efforts and stuff like that. But I'm not in favor of getting involved with that war. Now, I do know that NATO is very close to where Putin has been bombing, but there's a declaration of war right there. Some Article 5 or whatever they have in their code of ethics or whatever. So we'll see. Like I said, we'll see how it unfolds. In other news, I see the Maryland hired a coach, Kevin Willard, I believe his name is, from Seton Hall. He coached Seton Hall. I don't know much about him. I don't follow Seton Hall. I know they were in the tournament. From what I'm hearing, from what I'm getting, like you guys are getting, that he's a pretty respected coach. Maryland had a below average season for them, so they're ready to bounce back. And this guy's supposed to be a very good recruiter, and we'll see. I'm not a Maryland fan, but they're a local team, so obviously I follow them, and I wish them well. I'm not alumni of Maryland, but, it's men's basketball, and I follow men's basketball, and they play on a high level, and they play in the Big Ten, and obviously they were in the ACC, so it's a pretty good product. But lately it's been, they haven't had any terrible years, but they haven't been consistent enough to go, year in, year out into the tournament. They've had some ups and downs. So he takes over from Mark Turgeon, who stepped down earlier in the year. So I wish him luck, all the best. and win some games. Win some games. In Commanders news, you had they signed Effie. I can't pronounce this young man's last name. I'm not even going to attempt it. Effie. Oh, I think it's Obada. I can't attempt it. I don't want to butcher it. But I do know his first name is Effie or Effie or something like that. So he's a defensive end. He formerly played with Carolina Panthers, and I believe he played with the Bills as well. So obviously he's a pretty good player. He's pretty productive from the time he gets. I think they got him for depth, losing Matt Ioannidis or letting Matt Ioannidis skate and walk, and also Tim Settle, losing him to free agency, ironically to the Bills. So I think this is a good pickup. He's 6'6", I think 265 plus pounds or so. Pretty good athlete, Nigerian descent. He has some rough upbringings, but he's made his way into the NFL through the international players, I would say, portal or development portal, and so he's fulfilling his dream, and that's a nice story with him and his sister. Growing up in foster care, I think they were in foster care. A lot of different, you know how that goes. A lot of different families and you've been placed on a lot of different homes, and it's not really beneficial for any child. But that's the system, and just he's in there. He's in the NFL. And the Commanders signed him today. So congratulations to that young man. And for the next chapter in his NFL career, and good luck here because we need you. Definitely. We need pass rush. We need all your talents to help our defensive line out because it's very talented, but we just need some good play from everybody. We need everybody to get to our goal is winning a championship. So congratulations, Mr. F.A. And I will have your name pronounced properly the next time I do a wrap of player acquisitions, or when they wrap up for free agency and start getting into mini camp. I don't get into all the different free agent moves and all that. I just get when they get into the meat and potatoes of the spring and OTAs and stuff like that. That's when I get involved and start paying attention again. But right now, player acquisition, drafts, and stuff like that, mock drives, I don't do that. I don't do it. Not that I it's beneath me or anything like that. It's just I just like to get into what the roster is formulating, and I like to feature certain players and stuff like that. Or someone who piques my interest from another roster or through college, I get into that. So, as far as the what if game, I don't play that game at all. No, there's too many other people doing it, and God bless them, but this is a lot of work, and I just don't have time to. I could scout players and do with the best, but I don't have time to upload, do all that. I just don't have enough hours in the day for me, with my schedule. So, like I said, when I do a daily wrap or a Chocolate City Sports Break, I might feature one player that really, like I said, sparked my interest. But other than that, I don't get involved with all the drafting and the positioning. I do like the trades. I do like what's going on right now as far as in the NFL. As you know, the NFL don't really partake in trades like that. And they've been like this all season. They've been like, this early new league year, it's been kind of like NBA mode. So, different player movement, especially the quarterbacks. You just saw today Tyreek Hill getting traded to the Dolphins for 5 picks. That's going to be crazy. He's down there with Waddle and a couple of other good people. The kid that played with the Cowboys last year, His name escapes me at this moment, but they're going to have a formidable offense. And Tua's going to have plenty of weapons to showcase his talent. So now it's just up to him. He's got a pretty good offensive line that they're putting together. He's got some weapons that they've given him, and hopefully they can play style on defense and come up with some turnovers and stay healthy. That's the key. Battle nutrition. So that's with every team, So you just have to get them depth guys on your team, man. So when unfortunately one of them players, your star frontline players, go down, you have someone that can at least be functionable and be able to. It's going to be a drop off as far as the performance, but at least there's someone there that is a professional and can actually, do the job as far as running the routes, doing the play, understand the play, the scheme, and the combination routes and stuff like that. So you got to have depth, intelligent depth that's willing to, next man up. That's my whole thing. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see as far as how Ron put together his roster. He signed a lot of former Panther players. He got the offensive lineman Noel the other day from Jacksonville. Has signed him as a free agent just last week, and he's a replacement for Eric Flowers that I didn't agree should have been let go, but I understand it was a money move, and they wanted him to take a restructuring of the contract. They wanted him to see if he can, obviously restructure it. They hit an impasse, and so he was let go. And that's business. That's what happens. So, hate to see him go, but they hope that Norwell will fill in for his services and just do what he does. And he's a former Panther, too, as well. So, like I said, Ron has a lot of former Panthers that he likes to deal with and explore with. So, I'm not mad at him. Gets people to know the defense, know what they're doing. I know his offense, know what they're trying to do. They understand the concepts. They're veterans, and that can trickle down to the other part of the, throughout the team and the organization. So I'm not mad at that. What else? That's on deck. I've heard something about, wow. I got to confirm it. I'm not sure about it, so I don't want to bring it up. But I was just something just flashed in my mind. How you talking and something just popped. But so anyway, I'm going to get off here. I just want to come on for a moment. I might do a live shortly, but I don't know. It depends on my day. Depends on how my evening go. But I want everybody to take care, enjoy, and we'll see you again. Peace.